Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Your Excellency, Mama Pastor Dorcas Rigathi, the Deputy Chief Justice, Philomena Mwelu, and the U.S. Ambassador, Meg Whitman, also the Director General of the UNON, Ms. Zainab, all the Cabinet Secretaries present, the PSs, our Chair of Council of Governors, the Members of Parliament, the Members of the County Assemblies, and all the distinguished ladies and gentlemen in this house today. Good morning. Good afternoon. God is good, and all the time. Your Excellency, I'll be very brief. But I want to take the opportunity to acknowledge the journey that you have walked and continue to walk with the women of Kenya. And I say this because I have been one of those women, maybe within the political space, who have been nearby you, and I have seen how much you have carried us as women of Kenya in this republic. Especially in the political space, it has not always been easy, Your Excellency. But you have stood firm and made sure that we were always at the table. And you have also made sure that when it came to elective positions, you made sure that the women of this republic were given a fair shake, a fair chance, just like the men. And as we proceed, Your Excellency, I want to ask you to continue, and I'm sure it's a testimony of your support of women by just being here this morning. As a former parliamentarian, as a senator formerly, I now look to you all in the parliament, and together with our president and the deputy and the political class and Your Excellency, Madam Aisha Jumwa, let the 2/3 gender bill become a reality this time. The women of Kenya are watching you. In addition to that, Your Excellency, you have done very well in the economic space for the women of Kenya, and especially Mama Mboga. I remember when we went around having economic forums, and you talked and said what you would do for the women of this country. But I have watched you, I have seen what you have started doing, and I can verify and certify that you're walking the talk. We talked, Your Excellency, about perhaps joining us as governors or working together in partnership, and especially at this time of drought, Your Excellency, to help give us maybe half, when the budget for the ECD feeding programs that we, the governors, are doing, it has become quite expensive, but it is something that we want to make sure it comes to be. There is famine, children do not have a plate of food from morning to evening. So if you can help join us and partner with us, then as counties we shall be able to deliver food for our little children in the schools. Another bigger issue, Your Excellency, that I have noticed, a lot of the ladies are actually the ECD teachers in the counties. And we have had a circular from SRC reducing their salary to about 7,000 shillings, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, we talked about kazi ni kazi, but we talked about the dignity of work. That is not a living wage. So, Your Excellency, I ask that you look into that so that we make sure our teachers are paid like any other worker in this country so they can live off of it. And as I finish, Your Excellency, we have talked a lot about UHC and what we are doing in the counties and together with you in making sure that we are able to provide affordable, accessible health care for our communities. Your Excellency, we shall continue to partner with you to make sure that those who are not able, they are registered into NHIF, and perhaps the counties together with the national government can help pay for those who are not able to pay, so that, Your Excellency, medical bills stop wiping out families in this country. Because every other phone call we receive, Your Excellency, is a family needing aid to help get their person out of hospital, get treatment, or a body in the morgue. So as a country, Your Excellency, as we work together, help us achieve this, and the women of this country will be very, very delighted. You stood with us, but the women also stood with you. Wamama simulisimama na Ruto mpaka akawa president. In fact, we used to ask him, the biggest majority of the support for the president is the women. And even within us as a party, those who stood very firm with the president, hatukutaka kusikia maneno ingine. Sisi tulijua Ruto tu, si ndio hiyo? Kwa hivyo tuendelee kushikilia serikali so that the government is able to make these many programs that we are talking about come to be. And very gently, wamama wa Kenya, let me just very gently ask, tusiitikie kutumiwa vibaya to not support the government of the day. Let us stand with the government of the day. Let us stand with the President of the Republic of Kenya, and he will be able to make sure that our economy shines. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Asante. Asante.
Your Excellency, it is such an immense honor to join you today to celebrate International Women's Day, a day when women and men who work for gender equality are honored. This year's theme, Digital All, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality, recognizes and celebrates the women and girls who are championing the advancement of transformative technology and digital education. Today, the national skyline is brighter with many more colorful minds of women as CEOs in boardrooms, chairpersons, chiefs, governors, and legislators. We recognize the efforts of some of our women in technology and in the digital space, such as Agnes Gadaya, the country director for East Africa at Google, Catherine Moraga, at the helm of Microsoft Engineering Hub, Africa Development Center, Kendi Derito, who is the head of misrepresentation at Meta, Ori Okolo, a venture capitalist in tech and a board member at Safaricom, amongst others. We have in this space compassionate trailblazers. I would like to thank you, Your Excellency, for your relentless efforts in upholding and promoting women's rights in the country. Your presence here today clearly demonstrates your commitment towards advancing gender equality and the empowerment of all women and girls. You are an inspiration. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, in line with this year's International Women's Day theme, I wish to affirm that technology has provided immense opportunities for all in this digital era. It has allowed people to communicate more efficiently, access government services, and market their goods online through e-commerce, provided new pathway for entrepreneurial empowerment and self-education and participation in decision-making. Technology, therefore, provides a great platform to reverse the perennial exclusion of women from public life while strengthening their agency. With Kenya being the trailblazer in Africa of internet and smartphone penetration, the innovation and digital transformation has provided opportunities for women and girls in the country to access opportunities in education using virtual platforms, access information on their well-being, such as health-related inquiries, and importantly, offered a platform to find employment, career information, and entrepreneurship opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, and Your Excellencies, I wish to affirm the Council of Governors' commitment and contribution towards advancing inclusive innovation and technology. Since devolution, we have recorded significant success in a number of programs, projects, and interventions that have had an impact on women and girls, men and boys. In my capacity as the chairperson of the Council of Governors, allow me to highlight a few initiatives by county governments aimed at promoting inclusion in innovation and technology. Some counties have established localized county innovation weeks, which are platforms for showcasing innovation development by women, youth, and persons with disabilities in various sectors. Women, who constitute a majority of smallholder farmers, are instrumental in agricultural production and food security. In the previous financial year, county governments allocated 35.5 billion of shillings of their budgets to agricultural development. And as a result, counties have made considerable progress in advancing technology within the sector through facilitating access to credit and extension services, provision of improved inputs and modernization of practices, such as hybrid seeds, concentrated feeds and fertilizer, pesticides, machinery, and irrigation. In Kirinyaga, for example, the Wezesha program has been able to facilitate access to quality farm inputs and market for farmers' produce. Majority of our farmers in our counties are women. Our focus is now on sustainability of the program and commercializing agriculture by leveraging on innovation and technology for the digitization of extension services, aggregation, agro-processing, and export-oriented value addition through cooperative societies. Counties have also successfully developed and implemented GIS-based county spatial plan, which has spatial plans which have been handy for mapping, collection, collation, synthesis, and analysis of data to inform thinking and planning at the county level. This has been critical in the identification of suitable areas for suitable agricultural activity and agro-processing. County governments have driven education reforms by offering digital learning opportunities per the new competency-based curriculum by ensuring digital integration to learning. Moreover, counties continue to support mentorship for girls in vocational training centers in a bid to encourage the uptake of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics-related courses and careers. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, despite progress made in legislation and policy formulation, gender inequality, particularly innovation, continues to persist. The exorbitant internet costs and the wage gap in this field that is still largely male-dominated are some of the challenges still impeding women from fully participating and benefiting in technology, which needs to be addressed by both levels of government. As we celebrate the positive impact of technology, we must also acknowledge the challenges that come with it, particularly in the form of cyberbullying. In Kenya, women leaders have been particularly vulnerable to cyberbullying. We can take many forms, including harassment, intimidation, and threats of violence. Early this week, Your Excellency, I was honored to take part in a campaign where women came together to raise their voices against cyberbullying. The campaign, organized by Eco Network Africa, led by trailblazer Dr. Jennifer Riria, calls all of us to stop cyberbullies now, and is aimed at creating public awareness, initiating relevant laws, and mobilizing support towards calling out cyberbullying for the crime that it is. Studies have shown that up to 70% of women who use the internet have endured cyber violence, and that women are 27 more times likely than men to be harassed online. More than 1 in every 5 women in Kenya, Your Excellency, have experienced cyberbullying. Your Excellency, it is critical to note that we cannot achieve true gender equality and women's empowerment without everyone having access to technology and innovation. And therefore, we have, as county governments, put our efforts and our resources to ensure that we bridge this digital divide. I want to draw your attention to the need for gender equality and empowerment of all women and girls, not only on this International Women's Day, but every day of the year. Gender equality is not only a fundamental human right, but an underpinning of prosperous modern economy that provides sustainable, inclusive growth. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, I wish to express my gratitude to all stakeholders present for all the efforts towards the achievement of equal rights for women. Progress of women and girls is progress for all of us. giving priority to women is not an option. It is a necessity. Giving more opportunity to women, besides being a matter of rights, it's also a manifestation of good economic sense. On this International Women's Day, let us recognize as women, let us empower them, let us protect them. As we said this week, we are women. As you have heard from Mheshimiwa Alice, we are here to stay and we are not going anywhere. Happy International Women's Day. With those many remarks, allow me, Your Excellency, we've taken a lot of your time, to invite Waziri Aisha Jumwa to come and make her remarks. Karibu Aisha.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Her Excellency Dorcas Rigathi, Cabinet Secretaries present, Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Social Protection, Chief Justice,